you talked about your mock draft for the Orange and Brown report. So pick number 2, you had Abdul Carter, and we'll get to him in a minute. Then you had the trade backup, so they gave up 33 and some other picks to get into the first round. You haven't taken Ibuka. Then a tight end in Arroyo that had a great Senior Bowl week, Porter, and Barrett Carter. So let's go with Abdul Carter. What do you like about him? How do you think he fits?
I mean, he's gonna be amazing. I mean, he's exactly what you want. Opposite Miles Garrett if he's here, and if he's not here, he's a great replacement. I mean, I think he's the best player in the draft. David, just leave it at that. Like twitchy off the edge, only 1 year at the edge position. Still has so much upside to learn. He doesn't even have a full repertoire of pass rush moves yet, and he was still dominating. Um, I'd be interested to see his size when he weighs in. That's the one thing, you know what I mean? At times, he's so fast, it makes me think like, are my eyes deceiving me? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
is he lighter than I think because he's so fast on his get off? So it will be interesting to see what he weighs at the combine, and I'm sure he'll test out of this world. But I do believe right now he's the best player in this draft. So I think getting him at 2 is impactful. And we just saw the Eagles win a Super Bowl with the pass rush, right?
Right.
So if you combine him and Miles Garrett and some of the young guys that actually have developed there for the Browns, McGuire and whatnot, you have a formidable pass rush there. So that's an easy pick for me at 2.
We talked about
Trade
Ibuka.
back up for
Yeah.
yeah.
What about Arroyo? Again? That's he's intriguing. You know that with him in Restrepo, that kind of makes me think. Well, maybe that's why Ward looks so good at times.
Yeah, you mentioned Arroyo. He had a dominant Senior Bowl,
Yep.
making tight ends, corners look silly out there. So as a pass catcher, he's a threat right away. I think we're going back to more tight end usage as they kind of lean back into full Stefanski, Dave. So adding a tight end makes a ton of sense. He's a willing blocker. He needs to work on that. That would be his weakness at this point. But he's willing, so if he takes the coaching, gets in an NFL weight room, he should be fine there. But as a pass catcher, he is a nightmare for mismatch for linebackers and even safeties at times. So love that pick. Darian Porter is a 6'4" corner. Started as a wide receiver, so I traded up to get him in this mock. A guy with that kind of size and length, he blocked 4 kicks. So he can immediately help on special teams. He blocked 4 kicks during his career. Um, and he's for 6'4", he's a sub 4'4" 40 guy and very fluid hips, good movement skills for a guy at that size. Came into college as a receiver, transferred to cornerback, and love everything that he brings. So traded up to get him. Barrett Carter is a light linebacker and kind of was thinking here like we don't know the future of JOK. Here's a guy probably won't be here in the draft. I think he probably goes higher. But here's a guy that can do similar things to JOK.